What's up? We're back. We had a little bit of a vacation, but now we're back at the movies. And it's still daylight. Thank you, Daylight Savings Time. We just saw a horror movie called Undertone,
which is a podcast of of spiritual, crazy stuff.
Paranormal, with
That's what I meant.
Evie and this guy named Justin Manuel, who you never see. You only see Evie and her mom. She's like staying at her mom's house because her mom, she's like dying. She's in a coma. Maybe a coma, but she's just laying there breathing. She doesn't do anything. So they're doing this podcast. And
they start with like this podcast, and it gets really creepy. There's like someone sent Justin an email of 10 different audio recordings.
Yeah, and the guy's email address is like a whole bunch of letters that don't make sense, and it ends in tenant at gmail.com, I think. And if you spell it backwards, it's like Amazeus is here, or Abazu is here, which is weird, a demon. So yeah, continue.
So basically there's like this boyfriend or husband and their wife, and
Mike and Jessa
talks in her sleep.
Yeah, so
and
they
Mike
records
her, and she doesn't believe him. And then as the tapes go on, it gets weirder and weirder, and then you hear like backwards audio recordings of songs and stuff.
Children's lullabies and crying babies. And Justin seems to think that there's hidden meanings behind these like children's lullabies.
And what's her name?
Evie.
She's like the buzzkill, but she's like, can we stop? And then she goes and investigates for herself.
Yeah. And then you find out that she's pregnant. And then, her mom is like, she hears her mom talking or praying, whispering, and then she goes over there and she's still like sleeping.
And Abazu is a child killer demon.
Yeah. So, and then each podcast, or not podcast, each audio file gets more creepy until they get to like 9 and 10, which we can't actually talk about because it would spoil the movie. So, what'd you think?
What would you rate it?
Well, I will say that this movie reminded me of Paranormal Activity, except no video, just audio.
I like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, and it was really weird that everybody's talking, but there's only one actor, Evie, because her mom is just there. So I would say this movie's only an hour and a half. For like an hour and 20 minutes, I was kind of bored. Like, I think I fell asleep at one point. The last 10 minutes is crazy. It's so out of control. Very creepy, I will say. It was a real slow burn. The first 9 tapes it was kind of like, is this getting anywhere? And then it's just like the 10th one, it was just like, whatever.
There's a lot of connecting the dots. What would you rate it?
I don't know. I would say, there's a cat. It's a black cat. Don't walk like the Matrix, deja vu. I will say that up until like the last 10 minutes, this movie was a 6. And then the last 10 minutes, it's a 10. I'll probably never watch it again.
So
the last
8?
10 minutes kind of freaked me out. I had goosebumps.
You were scared?
It kind of gave me like Blair Witch vibes.
I was told that this was supposed to be the scariest movie of the year. Still is not. I'd give it like a 8.1.
I'll probably go 7.5 or 8.
8.15.
And she always put on these noise canceling headphones, and then it totally drowns out all the sounds like in the house.
Canceling.
Yeah, and then you just hear her,
and
the podcast, and Justin. Yeah, definitely creepy. Undertone. It's short. It's slow, real slow burn. The end's a doozy. Last 10 minutes. So, if you think you can handle that, if you want to sit through a real tense horror thriller build up, then this movie's for you. So 7.5 or 8, real slow in the beginning, but yeah, Undertone. Paranormal Activity with no video. We're out of here.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.